Thank you. How many times do you hear people say, I don't know how I can take the pressures of living today? There is a widespread feeling today that it is activity that causes pressure. That people have nervous breakdowns because they have too many responsibilities or because they work too hard. Actually, there are few breakdowns caused from overwork. Actually, it isn't work that breaks people down, nor is it too much responsibility. The human being normally has more capacity for hard work and sustained effort than he ever uses. What most often breaks people down is a disorganization of the mental processes by negative thoughts and feelings or by the weight of guilt. Fear, hate, resentment, and such things can become a negative burden that can finally cause a person to crack up. Let me give you an example of what I mean after this message. A while back, a fine-looking young man about 40 years old came to my office. Harry and I had met before, and I knew he was a sales manager for a good-sized company. He began telling me about all the pressures under which he was living. They were typical pressures of the modern world and of the business world in particular. Harry said that he feared they were building up to a point where he wouldn't be able to stand it. As Harry and I continued talking, the root cause of his tension revealed itself. 2 or 3 times he mentioned a man called Jim, and each time I sensed an undercurrent of deep antipathy. You don't like this Jim very much, do you? I asked. Like him? I loathe him. It came out that Jim was a fellow Harry had resented from school days on. Jim had always seemed better, seemed to outshine Harry at everything he did. He was a better athlete, a better student, and he made more money. Just recently, Jim had been elected president of his company, while Harry was still a sales manager. I pointed out to Harry that for years he had been competing with Jim mentally. Really, there's only one person you should ever compete with in your own mind, and that is yourself. Keep aiming to surpass your own best performance and always try to hit higher levels. Do the best with yourself that you possibly can. In always measuring yourself with another man, you are dissipating your energy, and you're bound to develop resentment and antipathy. Then comes tension and pressure. I told him to forget Jim and to compete with himself. Harry followed through after that, and his fears are receding. Remember, don't let fear or hatred or resentment rule your life, and you'll find the pressures of life are not so bad after all.